Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you are doing well. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Making it as an actor in Hollywood appears with various perks, one of which is making money doing something that you love. Some celebrities are able to pull down millions while others might be underpaid for a time. However, some of the biggest stars in the world get the biggest paychecks. In today's video, we are going to talk about all the massive stars and how they manage to make more than $50 million for their time on screen. Alright, let's begin. Leonardo DiCaprio, $59 million. Inception is one of the biggest and most impactful films that Leonardo DiCaprio has starred in during his famous career, and the film wound up earning the actor a massive wealth. According to reports, DiCaprio made around $59 million to feature in the Christopher Nolan flick. Jack Nicholson, $16 million. $16 million for playing the Joker sounds like a pretty sweet deal, and this is actually what happened for Jack Nicholson. Nicholson had some stunning stipulations in his contract that assisted in elevating his salary, and he was laughing all the way to the bank once those Batman movies took off. Harrison Ford, $65 million. Indiana Jones is one of the most legendary franchises of all time, and it took years for a fourth installment to hit the big screen. A huge reason for Harrison Ford to play the role was because of the $65 million amount. It was actually an incredible amount of money for a lackluster movie. Tom Hanks, $70 million. Sometimes accepting a massive gamble pays off in serious ways. While making Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks gave up an amount of his salary so that production could take place. In return, he was offered a percentage of the movie's revenues. This led to him scoring around $70 million and an Oscar win. Well, that's a massive win. Sandra Bullock, $70 million. Sandra Bullock is one of the most successful actresses of her generation and has even scored some big paydays in her career. While she also got $20 million upfront against 15% of first dollar gross, she played her cards right and cashed in, but her upfront income was already huge to start with. Robert Downey Jr., $75 million. If you take a look at the earnings that Robert Downey Jr. made while dominating the MCU to box office recognition, it becomes quite clear that he does not need to lift a finger for the rest of his life. Avengers Endgame, which was his ultimate MCU movie, gave him a $75 million check. However, this was not the only time when he broke the $50 million mark with the franchise. Will Smith, $100 million. The Men in Black franchise making a return for a third movie a while back was a huge deal, and you just knew that Will Smith was going to make a lot for his return, thanks to the film for being a major economic success at the box office. Smith was able to drag in a whopping $100 million, making him one of the highest paid movie stars in the world. Tom Cruise, $100 million. Being one of the biggest movie stars of all time, Tom Cruise is a person that we just knew was going to pop up at some point. Tom Cruise has secured huge salaries, and his $100 million payday for War of the Worlds was a huge win for the actor. He even made the same amount of fortune for Mission Impossible 2. Bruce Willis, $100 million. There really is something to be said about getting a percentage of a film's profits. Thanks to being a colossal hit with one of the biggest twists in film history, The Sixth Sense was able to haul in hundreds of millions at the box office. This in turn lured Bruce Willis a payment of around $100 million. Keanu Reeves, $150 million. Alright, we have reached the last point of the video, which features none other than Keanu Reeves. For his two Matrix sequels, Keanu Reeves was able to haul in more than $150 million, making it the most shocking payday in history. Being the great guy that Reeves actually is, he gave millions of dollars away just because he was Keanu Reeves. Alright, that's it for today's video. But before we confess our final goodbye, please note new videos are uploaded regularly on a wide variety of celebrity topics. Comment on our video to let us know what you want to see next. If you liked watching our content, please consider subscribing to our channel by clicking the subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching!